Baby girl has been my world since the day of delivery. She looks just like her mama, but she acts a lot like me. That old bus comes down the road for the first time. I don't know how to say goodbye. How do you say goodbye? How do you say goodbye? How do you tell your baby girl, go spread your wings and fly? I don't know how to say goodbye. Grandpa fought in Vietnam, come home to fight the bills. Grandma raised a family and they lived amongst the hills. Doctor told him just 2 days, got a month until he dies. I don't know how to say goodbye. How do you say goodbye? How do you say goodbye? How do you tell that sweet old man it's okay to die? I don't know how to say goodbye. When you make your way across the river, please send me a sign, so I'll know we don't have to say, you know I'm not good at it anyway. Heaven, we don't have to say goodbye.
Hey guys, you just heard How Do You Say Goodbye? This song was written in November of 2019. We had been told in February of 2019 that my grandfather Jim Potts was likely in the final stages of his life, and we had some time. He got told that in February of 19, and he died January 21st of 2020. So I wrote this song November of 2019 with him in the back of my head. He was a Vietnam era. He didn't serve in Vietnam. He was in the Air Force during those years, but never had an active duty tour. But that second verse talks about Grandpa fought in Vietnam, and that I had him on my mind because I was looking at, he was my first grandparent I was going to lose, and just looking at the transition. How do you say goodbye to somebody who's been in your life since you were born? Like he as long as I could remember, he was a part of my life. He was actually he married my grandmother when I was 2 years old. So he was a step granddad, but he never treated me like that. He was 100% my granddad, just as much as blood is. And he was great to me. And he was my first grandparent that I was going to lose, and just was really trying to grasp, how do you say goodbye to somebody that you love so much? And ended up kind of the first verse of this song talks about a little girl that the family's putting on the bus for the first time. And I may have a little girl coming up in 20 days. I don't know. Maybe a little boy. Hopeful for a little boy, but I'd love a little girl to death too. But I can't imagine watching them get on the school bus for the first time after having them, so close to you at home. And that, how do you say goodbye? It doesn't necessarily have to mean death, but how do you end a time in your life? Like, you retire from a job. Well, how do you say goodbye? I mean, that you have a routine, you have things that you have people that you love there, you have things that you do. So, it's like, how do you say goodbye to those years, those things, those times, those connections? So that's what the gist of the song is. And the guys in the studio captured exactly how I wanted the song to sound. Has a beautiful dobro break on it by Gavin Largent. And I wanted to spotlight Gavin today in my segment. Gavin's a good friend, but Gavin is a great dobro player and Grammy nominated. He's worked with Blue Highway as a dobro player, plays for East Nashgrass now, and he has some solo work getting ready to come out. But Gavin is featured in the January 2021 edition of Bluegrass Unlimited as a luthier, as a dobro maker. And he's made several dobros. I think he's up to 7 or 8 right now. He's made some with sound posts, some with X bracing, but it goes through the tone woods that he uses, styles, and how he got into being a luthier. So check him out, Bluegrass Unlimited. Also check out East Nash Grass, and you can hear him live at Station N a lot of times too. So tune in to Station N TV and check him out on there. But he produced the CD, and I just wanted to give him a nod since he was in Bluegrass Unlimited this month, and have you guys check his article out. And more importantly, if you're a dobro player, you need a Largent dobro. So check him out on Facebook and tell him CB sent you. So furthermore, on my DJ Spotlight, this segment, I want to highlight Michelle Lee with Smoke Country Jam and Bluegrass Borderline. She's out of Oberlin, Ohio, WOBL, 1320 AM, 107.7 FM. She's a great bluegrass DJ. Tune in. And she was recently the 2019 IBMA Bluegrass Disc Jockey of the Year. So check her out and give her a nod on iHeartRadio, or if you're in the Oberlin area outside of Cleveland or wherever, you can get her dialed in on the radio dial, or if you can't, if you're like me in Virginia, dial her up on iHeartRadio or stream it live on WOBLradio.com. Just wanted to give her a shout out too. So that's all for this segment. Hope you guys like How Do You Say Goodbye, and Only You Can Prevent Forest Fires, 20 Days to Baby B. Love you guys. I'm out.